Hi, I'm Jimmy Wales. I'm the founder of Wikipedia, and we've been touring here in this very poor neighborhood in Amman, Jordan. And it reminds me very much of similar neighborhoods that I've toured in other places around the world. It reminds me a lot of Sangam Vihar in Delhi. Although this is a little more well-to-do than Delhi, but not by much. And it's interesting because a lot of the same problems, the school that we just visited, very similar kind of set of issues. There's no money for the upkeep of the school, and it's a very basic facility. It's very crowded. Maybe the parents aren't so supportive, but sometimes they are, and it just varies widely. So a lot of these problems, I think, are very universal, and it's kind of amazing to be here and see it.
And what do you think is the lesson to be learned from Rawad in terms of how they're tackling the issues in this community?
I'm really impressed with Rawad. I mean, I really do think that this idea of trying to approach these problems in a business-like manner is very powerful. Really thinking of it as a fundamental part of building stable societies. It's not all about governments and NGOs, that business needs to be a part of these kinds of solutions. And I'm curious to know if this sort of funding model, not just including, they have some fairly small funding for all the work they're doing, but the funding model in the sense of when they're giving scholarships, they're requiring work in return. So sort of they're operating as a service business, not for profit. They're losing money, I guess $500,000 a year, but they're getting a lot done for that. It's not just $500 poured down a hole. So I think it's interesting.
What do you think Wikipedia could learn from this?
I don't know. It's a good question. One of the reasons I like to come and tour places like this is really I like to think about what is the impact of Wikipedia in a place like this, or how can we be of more impact in the future. And this is actually a place where I think we are having impact. I mean, I talked to one of the kids at the library. He was on Google, and I asked if he knew Wikipedia. He said, "Oh yeah, Wikipedia." Of course, maybe he didn't know what I was asking. Yes, whatever I said. But no, he seemed to know, and because they were using Google. If you're using Google, you're using Wikipedia in Arabic, And so, in places like this where there is access to the internet, maybe obviously not everybody has it, but it's in a computer lab at the school or what have you. People begin to realize that I can get whatever knowledge I want. And that can have an impact. But one of the things you learn is that, Wikipedia can't help a lot of these people. I mean, until they're online, we really have very limited impact on them. This is amazing. There's chickens right here. Don't miss the chickens.
Oh wow.
So it's an interesting mixed bag. I mean, I've been to places where they don't have internet at all. And then in those kinds of places, the best hope we have for reaching them is through their mobile devices. It's very limited. Here, at least, they're just to the level where people are getting online. So hopefully we're having some impact.